Supreme Court upholds IBC's Section 32A. Why is it important? What are the implications? Supreme Court has upheld Section 32 of Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code. Section 32 of Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code. What did the Supreme Court say in its judgment? In its judgment, the apex court, while upholding the validity of Section 32 of IBC, Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code, said it is important for the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code to attract the bidders who would offer reasonable and fair value for corporate debtor to ensure the timely completion of corporate insolvency and resolution process. Such bidders, however, must also be granted protection from any misdeeds of past since they had nothing to do with it. Such protection, the court said, must also extend to the assets of the corporate debtor, which form a crucial attraction for potential bidders and help them in assessing and placing a fair bid for the company, which in turn will help banks clean up their book of bad loans. See, what actually the court is trying to say here is it is upholding the validity of Section 32 of IBC. So before reading this, let us see what actually the Section 32 is. The Section 32A provides that corporate debtor, that is, it is belong to corporate debtor, shall not be prosecuted for an offence committed prior to the commencement of corporate insolvency resolution process. That is, corporate insolvency and resolution process. That is, here also it is there. Corporate insolvency and resolution process for a given debt, he is proceeding with the corporate insolvency and resolution process CIRP, but an offence committed prior to the commencement of corporate insolvency resolution process once the resolution plan has been approved by the adjudicating authority. That is, section 32A provides that corporate debtor shall not be prosecuted for any offence committed prior to the commencement of corporate insolvency resolution process once resolution plan has been approved by the adjudicating authority. The section further provides that no action shall be taken against the property of corporate debtor covered under such resolution plan. That is, the corporate debtor, what the property, his own property, personal property, will not be no action will be taken against his personal property of the corporate debtor covered under such a resolution plan. Who is the corporate debtor who is covered under the resolution plan, his personal property will not be taken action. So the code, it was important for the insolvency and bankruptcy code to attract the bidders who would offer reasonable and fair value of the corporate debtor to ensure that the timely completion of the corporate insolvency process, corporate insolvency resolution process. Such bidders who are bidding the insolvency of the corporate debtor, such bidders, however, must also be granted protection from any misdeeds of the past time since they had nothing to do with it. But such protection, the court said, must also extend to the assets of the corporate debtor. That is, see, first of all, it is protecting the bidders and also the assets of the corporate debtor, which form a crucial attraction for potential bidders and helps them in assessing the placing a fair bid for the company, which in turn will help the banks clean up their books of bad loans. So, what actually the issue is? Article 32A means the Section 32A of Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code continues to hold liable every person who was a designated partner or an officer who is in default or was in any manner in charge or responsible to the corporate debtor for conduct of its business or associated in any manner and who was directly or indirectly involved in the commission of such offence. uh, why is the Supreme Court upholding? That is, it is nothing but the designated partner is nothing but who who are helpful in the process of debt. That is, who are responsible for the debt of the company, along with the responsible taking along with the responsibility of a corporate debtor in conduct of such office are associated in any manner and involved in the commission of such offence. That is debt insolvency. So, why is the Supreme Court upholding Section 32A as important? With the Supreme Court upholding the validity of Section 32A, the cases such as that of Bhushan Power are expected to be completed soon. Experts also said that it will give confidence to other bidders to proceed with the confidence while bidding on such disputed companies and their assets. So actually bidders can now uh, bidders can bid with the confidence because there is a the Supreme Court here tells that Section 32A shall not be offensive prior to the amendment because bidders must be granted protection from any misdeeds of the past, since it has nothing to do with it. Such protection is given in the 32A, and also the section 32A also provides for the corporate debtor protection for the corporate debtor. That is, offences committed prior to the corporate insolvency and bankruptcy resolution process will not be taken into account by the resolution authority. So that is the protection given to the section 32A.